Okay, we're here on St. Augustine Beach. I'm going to take my mask off where a shark washed up. We understand it to be a sand tiger shark, and it has just been picked up by a piece of heavy equipment to move over so that it can be measured, and also so that it can have a piece of its flesh taken for a sample and sent off to biologists. And let me see if I can, I'm not real sure exactly how to do all this, but I'm going to try and flip this camera around. And okay, well, don't know if I can do that. So let me go ahead and show you. So it is tagged, and it doesn't have a number on the tag. FWC, I've contacted. FWC says it does not tag sharks. So it might be a private organization that has tagged this shark, and it might be or it might be NOAA. We're reaching out to NOAA as well. And yeah, let me go ahead and show you the teeth over here. And we're going to walk around and show you this. This is its face. And the teeth, there are many of them, many rows of teeth. I'm going to scoot down here and see if you can get this. It's about 6 to 7 feet long, 8.5 feet, okay? And folks with St. Johns County Habitat Conservation Department are out here measuring and taking note of it. The blue eyes, let me show you these blue eyes. These are really something down here. 8.4 feet. That's what we're hearing. Okay, now the tag again. The tag is being noticed right by one of the dorsal fins, and you might have a tough time seeing it. But I'm going to scoot down here if they let me and show you. Again, I know we're fighting with the sunlight, and also it's been rolled in the sand, so you can't see a whole lot of it. But it did look to have some sort of blood and dragging on its bottom part of its body. So I think they're looking at that too to determine what caused its death. I do see a couple scratches, I do see a couple marks, unknown if that's from being lifted with this piece of equipment here or if that caused some of its death. But just an amazing animal. And you can see people are already gathering around it to try and get a picture with it, check it out, curious. This is a sizable animal, and certainly if you were swimming or surfing, you may not want to be very close to it. So that's what's going on here at St. Augustine Beach. We're checking to see what they're going to do with it next, but we do know that a habitat conservationist is out here to take a sample. She has not taken a sample just yet. I'm going to step away from this loud piece of machinery and just kind of give you a wider shot here of what we're looking at. Can you see that? So that is what we're looking at here with this 8.5-foot shark, basically, that has washed up in St. Augustine Beach. So we're close to the Ocean Hammock Park, which is not too far away from where that Publix is in St. Augustine Beach. And the tide started to come in this morning, and so it started to really get rolled around with the tide that started to come in. So this piece of equipment has moved it so that folks with the county can really analyze it, eventually take a sample to send it off to biologists. Now again, it is tagged, but the tag, from what I can tell, does not have any number on it. It does have a little tiny piece of like a plastic antenna sticking out of its skin, and there's a circular mark where that tag has been. We're not sure who has tagged it. FWC is telling me they do not tag sharks. So I'm going to walk in again and just kind of show you a little bit more. sand tiger shark. Okay.
Species of concern.
Which is a species of concern, I'm learning. Okay, what does that mean?
Don't quote me on
Yeah.
it. It could be potentially endangered.
Potentially
or,
endangered. Okay.
We're not.
You're not sure yet.
We're not
Okay.
sure yet.
Okay. All right. So this is very early on. I mean, it just came ashore just a couple hours ago, and again, we're at the St. Augustine Beach park. It's called the Dune Hammock Park or Hammock Dunes Park, and it is just off the park here, and you can see people are gathered around. Let me see if I can take you back around to the face so you can see the face, which is really just an incredible animal. You can see the conservationist here with the county is looking at the transmitter, which appears to be a transmitter. I'm not positive about that, but that's the tag. So it looks to be some sort of transmitter coming out of the skin. It's right by the dorsal fin. Gosh, it is a sizable animal. Really is something, and has drawn quite a crowd out here to look at it. So a lot of people thought when I was asking about a shark that washed up on the beach in St. Augustine Beach, they thought I was talking about the whale that had washed up on Saturday morning. But this is a whole different animal, probably not connected, and we think that the animal has, I'm going to back up, the whale that washed up Saturday, it has been buried. It was at Anastasia State Park, which is several miles north of here. So right now, just looking at the two cases, I would say that they're not connected. The habitat conservationist on the phone with somebody discussing the transmitter or the tag there by the dorsal fin. Unsure if it's a private group that has tagged this animal or if it is like a government agency like NOAA. Florida Fish and Wildlife saying it has not. A fisherman out here are telling me that they believe that it is a female. Not a lot of marks on it to kind of indicate any kind of trauma, except there were some, I don't know, dragging marks of some sort on its belly. So that's what we're looking at here in St. Augustine Beach with this particular case of a shark that has washed ashore. Animals wash ashore. It is not completely unusual, but we are curious about this particular incident. And you know, it's not every day you get this close to a shark, and so that is something to behold as well, and to be able to see it eye to eye is really something else. I'm going to turn the camera back around and kind of show you what's going on here. People taking pictures. St. Augustine Beach police out here, and the conservationists again taking a closer look at this particular shark to gather more information. This thing has lots of teeth. The way it's positioned right now, you can't really tell, but it has a lot of teeth in it that I could see when it was in the water earlier, dead in the water earlier. Again, high tide was coming up, and so they had to move the shark onto land so they could really look at it more without it being bumped around by all the waves. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap things up here. Again, St. Augustine Beach, where a sand tiger shark has washed ashore, and conservationists are attending to it right now to learn more information. Really want to know about its tag and who has tagged it, and maybe that tag and transmitter will tell us more about this particular amazing animal.